Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Jitin George. I am the program manager heading this project called Smart Communication for Continuous Improvement Coaching. I would like to thank on behalf of the Talent Retention Department and Human Resource Department of Business Jet Seating Solutions uh, to attend and share your experiences and insights and bearing with me, uh, whoever is in session and who has joined me over WebEx. I would like to shed a project which I guess you would all be keen to take initiative and enhance employee retention and promote effective communication and a positive work environment. So to get you guys all started, uh, the main agenda we'll be going over is project description, the project stakeholders, project objectives, project management plan, and Q&A at the end. So as we go through this, be free to ask questions and any other concerns you have. So as we go ahead, please be free to stop me in the middle and ask any doubts. So, going over the project description, uh, I want to focus on how and what areas we are going to focus. So, so technically, with the evident growth of internet, globalization of industries, and advancement in technologies, the teams and workforce are also being globalized on a large scale currently. So this basically leads to an interesting scenarios when it comes down to conveying information and having a transparent communication channel between interdepartmental and intra-departmental teams. So the primary cause of organizational dispute is actually evolved from amorphous exchanges between dissimilar sectors within a corporation. So I guess, and I would like to, think that this would be a good idea of implementing an effective communication style called smart communication, which will help to reduce the frequency of conflict and it will enable employees to resolve any conflict situation efficiently. Actually, implementing a culture of open and effective communication across different departments needs a commitment from a certain kind of leadership. So, therefore, syncing organizational goal and which can be communicated across the board so that the function department goal does not take over the priority of the organizational goal. So therefore, like team building activities or between the employees and different departments can help to develop personal connection and understand each other. And why how this what the source of this issue is because of the miscommunication in the workplace, for many other reasons, or a number of reasons. Employees technically should avoid factors that contribute to miscommunication in the workplace, such as like sloppy language habits or using misaligned vocabularies or avoiding plain language. Sometimes often email threads become escalated and can be misunderstood because of the challenges in interpreting the user's tone and intent of the email. So I think sometimes cross training in organizations which enable smart communication and smart communication pathways and platforms, which usually is done so that business operations can not only be interrupted in the event if a dedicated employee fails to perform an operational function, and it gives also a effective practice towards their benefit and competitive advantage, giving them more durability, flexibility, agility, and elevated teamwork in the industry. So these issues, of cultural diversity in an organization are mainly due to communication barriers, as you all know. So that these should be eliminated for an organization to succeed and sustain. So the best solution to avoid these interdepartmental conflicts is to establish a mediatory entities like smart communication paths. So efficient solutions for these type of issues are to design like team building activities and planning of organizational activities, and cross-functional or multidisciplinary training. This can be all evolved from smart communication paths. This will help to understand department works and reduce confusion from jargons. So these are this is what a brief light on project description, what the main focus is about. And as we go, the project stakeholders, as you can see, it's divided into three main sections. We have a project advisory team, which is in charge of the resources and establishing and paving communication platform or a common platform for all the departments to come across and discuss. Uh, the middle section is the core of the stakeholder party. This is where the function leading recruiting, or the HRs as we call it, is the human resource integration system. As what we have is the smart communication path, a smart communication tool, where in a human resource uh, language, or a talent retention uh, uh, in employee language, as we call it, is called the HRIS, or the Human Resource Integration System, or the talent retention expert. There various names for it. So this would be led by the functional corporate lead, co-lead, and the project manager will be the main bystand. That's would be me, to clarify any doubts, to guide you through the process, and you know, basically put out and sort out different research ideas and smart communication paths to avoid to give and establish efficient communication. And towards the end, we have the uh, the third the third wing. It's called these are the instrumental in reaching out to the external bodies, like the health Medicare, the surveys, the legal services. So these three functions uh, form the project stakeholder, uh, and especially the management, the human resource, the talent retention, and the employees are all linked uh, to part of this project, so as to figure out how far they can advance and how efficient they can perform in accomplishing an organizational goal. Then we would want to discuss about project objectives. Uh, Technically, the main objective for business jet seating solutions is to retention good talent, to improve product production efficiency. So therefore, the part of this project, which I'm trying to make sure that you all have a good idea about this, is the main focus is to develop a smart communication tool for interdepartment conflict resolution, uh, and to overcome the shortcomings of miscommunication at the workplace, and how to manage it. Benefits even of cross training on organizational communication, and how to handle cultural diversity in an organization through communication. And the main point here is to design conflict management model in incorporating smart communication elements, and this will eventually give answers to why we, how communication is actually a smart tool to resolve conflicts in an organization. This will eventually give rise to many, many benefits. Uh, as you can see, uh, this will give us to a rise to a project management plan, which I will come back a little later. But just before I go forward, I would like to, tell you what the benefits are about. It helps to create and foster a more positive work environment, and helps the manager to commit to promote effective communication. So this would help self-management teams to to perform with great expertise and more efficiently. This helps even in coaching and mentoring the respective teams through team building activities. It helps to find a balanced tone between collaborative, compromising, accommodating, and competitive avoidance styles of communication. This also even helps proper communication and awareness uh, throughout the departments for each responsibilities, which can be a remedy to avoid conflicts. Which I would like to even add that there, there would this would rise to give uh, a practice which is called RACI. This is implemented in each department, or which can be implemented in each department. I guess you are aware. RACI stands for Responsible, Accountable, Concerned, and Informed. This is a form of a communication practice practiced or implemented between departments, which is a major step to avoid any kind of inter-department conflict. So this is one kind of a smart communication path or a smart tool to avoid inter-department conflicts. So this is called RACI. So and to add, moreover, uh, being diplomatic and understandable is one of these smart tool communication paths which can decrease these kinds of sources for conflicts. Technically, it's positive communication through many forms, such as team building, both physical and virtual. Meticulous strategies, cross training, and mediators between departments is the smartest and the powerful tool to diminish stress intensity between departments. And it's the foundation block for sustaining and successful organization. So technically, an ability and a mindset for effective communication can be emphasized as a required skill during the recruitment process for talent retention, and especially this can help the human resource department in a great deal. So therefore, the main prime objective is, through cross-functional and multidisciplinary training, and through effective smart communication paths and tools, we can help understand each other's department, reduce confusion, and meet organizational goals and deadlines, and increase production efficiency. So the project management plan, this is laid out over change management, that is over any modifications to the process and how it is carried out, the schedule and budget, and how the resources are required, and how these are effectively uh, broken and implemented, the quality management plan, if the outcome is of great quality and is of great reward, resource management, that every department, as for say the talent retention and the human resource, to make sure uh, they have all the resources met to to keep hold and have retention of talent, and make sure all the departments have a smart communication established between all the departments, and which would they would eventually sync in with the organizational goal. And then then we have called the communication plan. This would be the most important and the most solid uh, positive work environment plan, which can be used by all departments to establish a common communication platform to meet their own deadlines, to meet and meet the organizational goal. I'm sure this I have gone to rather at a quick pace, but be free if you have any questions. Please be free to ask me anything regarding the project. I would like to thank everyone again for bearing with me